You're welcome to this channel. Keep liking, give us your thumbs up. Remember to always share and don't forget to subscribe. In the news, I may be called useless, but I am not foolish. Who said this? Akpabio. He claps back at Senator Nwebonyi. According to a report by Daily Post, a spirited debate broke out in the Nigerian Senate during a recent session, as Senate President Godswill Akpabio clashed with Senator Onyekachi Nwebonyi over a motion proposing the removal of redevelopment of informal settlements near Abuja's Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. The session, originally intended to discuss urban renewal and infrastructural planning in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), took a dramatic turn when Nwebonyi urged the Senate to call on FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to prioritize the demolition or redesign of shanty towns visible from landing aircraft. He urged that the settlements presented a poor image of Nigeria to international visitors and called them a national embarrassment. However, Akpabio sharply dismissed the motion, questioning whether the aesthetics of air travelers' views should dictate public policy. Responding with a mix of satire and skepticism, he asked if the entire country should begin displacing rural communities just to please those arriving by plane. Which part gives you drama in your stomach? Akpabio quipped, eliciting laughter from fellow senators. He further pointed out the already well-developed infrastructure along the airport corridor, including multi-lane roads and lightings. The exchange quickly went viral, especially after a video of the session was posted by BVI channel, where a political analyst weighed in with harsh criticism. The commentator labeled Nwebonyi as accidental senator and accused him of holding a poverty mindset, fixated on surface-level beautification over addressing deep-rooted national challenges. The speaker mocked the senator's apparent desire for Abuja to resemble global cities like New York, while neglecting pressing issues such as poverty and underdevelopment. Interestingly, with the commentators also criticized Akpabio as the most useless Senate president. They praised his handling of the motion and the Senate's firm rejection of it. The viral discourse sparked by the incident has reignited concerns about the priorities of Nigerian lawmakers. Critics argue that while cosmetic improvements to urban areas may be visually appealing, they do little to resolve structural issues like housing deficit, unemployment, and poor access to essential services. The analysts emphasize that until citizens stop electing politicians based on monetary incentives, the cycle of poor governance will persist. The incident has become a flashpoint in the broader conversation around leadership accountability and the need for policies grounded in citizens' real needs rather than superficial fixes aimed at impressing foreign investors. Those are wonderful, submission as regards the debate in the Senate concerning the shanties town that are close to the airport, even in Abuja. Actually, there is nothing wrong in making our environment good looking. And like the speaker said, it is good. But the reality remains that everything that is ever done by the leadership of Nigeria, if it is without human face, it has failed. That's just the reality. While most of their intentions may be good, they fail at that critical junction of being humane. Because if you have done something to humanity, humanity will not forget you. You've done to all. Whatever decision you want to take, you have been given a mandate as a senator, but make sure that it affects the people who holds the mandate positively. And that is what is much more important. Of course, that the senator is like he was described, like as if he's a crash-in senator who happened to be in there as a circumstantial senator. Well, I may not all that support that statement, because whether we like it or not, today is a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria representing Nigeria. Yes, his priority might be wrong. In fact, his presentation might even be worse. But that doesn't take away the fact that the word senator is part of his name as of today, and that is what is called Nigeria on him. So I wouldn't want us to just drag him unnecessarily, because today he might be wrong. Tomorrow he can still come up with a germane, an important debate, very robust, that will eventually help Nigeria. So we should, put it at the back of our mind that we don't design ourselves or desell our country or our leaders. But then, of course, the reality that leadership needs to, be accountable. I appreciate the fact that the Senate president, of course, equally match the submission of the so-called Senator Nweboyi, making him to realize the fact that we are not, existing for visitors. Neither are we existing for rules and regulations and law. They are done even for us, not we for them. All those things. So that the senator should understand that his argument couldn't hold water at this point in time, because of the reason he has put behind it, knowing fully well that it doesn't really matter. If they land, let them land in peace, and that is what is even important. What they are seeing right from the airplane down doesn't really hold any water. Let's say, for example, if those areas happen to be a place of great heritage, historical heritage value, are they going to dismantle it? I know we want to do that. We want to even use it for tourism purpose, and then what to even use it to start. Yes, that's the first place to visit when you come to Nigeria. So these are some of the things that we need to put in perspective, especially our leaders, when they are speaking for us, or they are making any decision for us. So kudos to the Senate president. Even the so-called commentator also describe him as a useless Senate president. I won't subscribe to that, because there is no way you can begin to speak less of your leaders and you expect them to give you best. The best you can get from them is the less which you have spoken. But at least the person in question has, came out with the fact that he praised his handling of the motion, and then the firm Senate's rejection of the whole submission. So that is good. Let it be that when anybody comes up with what is not palatable to Nigerians, they should see those who have their thinking caps on, and they should be able to nip it in the bud. Very, very important. And Nigerians also should hold these leaders accountable, and let our leaders too be ready to be accountable to Nigerians. And to a large extent, it will move this nation towards great development. Remember to subscribe. Don't forget to keep liking and give us your thumbs up, and please share.